Hi, this is Jeannie, and for today, I will be talking about losing someone. I just found out like a few hours ago that I had lost a dear friend who sadly was very young. He was gone too soon at the age of 30. And this is my close friend. I consider one of my closest friends. We have reconnected since the pandemic, and we talk every week, at least every week or every other week. And so this week I was trying to connect with this person, and for some reason we didn't get a chance to talk to each other. But the last time we spoke to each other was last week, and I often would call my friend every week. I would ask questions, and we just we would talk about stuff, and also we would have a lot of fun in our conversations. It was a friendship full of laughter and having a lot of fun. We would often laugh a lot and joke a lot, and that was what the friendship was about. Mainly that we were very lighthearted about everything, and I really did enjoy his company. And this is the purpose of this video. I will be quoting an article from Buddhability, and it's called Life and Death Are One. This is basically not just for me, but also for people that have been chanting or are going to be chanting or have just learned about Nam-myoho Renge Kyo and and they have questions about, losing someone important to them. So basically, I've been a Buddhist for 15 years, and I realized that having a long life is not a guarantee. Life is a mystery, and at one point our physical bodies will disintegrate and we will pass away, and that is just the reality. But in Buddhism, we believe that life and death are one. It is just different phases of life. Death is just considered like going to sleep, and living is of course the full expression of life. So life and death are one. Understanding that one day we will die can bring our lives into focus. What do I want to use my life for? Do I just want to be successful, or do I want to also make a real impact on others? This is why, instead of avoiding the thought of death, Buddhism looks at it directly. Buddhism enables us to live the kind of rich, victorious life that makes our passing like a beautiful sunset, illuminating the sky at the end of the day. The 13th century Buddhist teacher Nichiren Daishonin writes in a letter to someone who had lost a family member, "How can we possibly hold back our tears at the inexpressible joy of knowing that at any moment of death, not just one or two, not just 100 or 200, but as many as 1,000 Buddhas will come to greet us with open arms?" Nichiren is not saying that we will become happy or go to a land where everything is perfect once we pass away. Instead, it's that by living a meaningful life dedicated to the happiness of ourselves and others, we pass away without fear, feeling profound joy. The thousands Buddhas also refers to our friends and loved ones thinking about us, or even chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo for our eternal happiness as we pass away. Life and death are one. Buddhism teaches that death is a phase of life rather than the end of life. This is a sharp turn from the two most common ways of looking at death, that either everything ends with death, or that there is an immortal soul that separates from our body and lives on forever. Instead, Buddhism teaches that death is a dormant phase of life, just as birth is a phase when life becomes active and manifests again in the physical world. As Buddhist teacher Daisaku Ikeda elegantly describes, each individual life can be likened to a wave in the ocean. When a wave rises from the ocean, that is life, and when it merges back into the ocean, that is death. This process continues eternally, without beginning or end. When we pass away, our life merges with the universe, then we enter the phase of birth, and we are manifested again. This means that when we develop the life state of Buddhahood in this lifetime, bringing out our courage, wisdom, and compassion through chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, then it will remain in our life state in all future existences. Chanting for those who passed away, just because Buddhists believe in the oneness of life and death, it doesn't mean we don't grieve when a loved one passes away. As human beings, losing a close friend or a family member is deeply painful experience. But since their great life lives on in the universe, we can chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo for the eternal happiness, and it will definitely reach them. Not only will our chanting reach them, but our growth and fulfillment will also bring them happiness and fortune. Why? Think about our parents who gave us life, or our friends who supported us. Since our lives are deeply interconnected, when we grow, help others, and create a life of happiness, that all extends to them. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo enables us to build a tremendous life where we can create a great impact on the world. Such a life not only ensures we will pass away with no fear of regrets, but it also creates the deepest fortune and benefit for our loved ones throughout eternity. So, my friend who has passed away, I am pretty sure that since Nichiren Buddhists believe in rebirth, I am pretty sure I will bump into my friend again in my future existences, and we will one day laugh again. And I really am grateful that I have come to know this person, and that this person has been part of my life. And I'm also glad that we started reconnecting again. Even if we were separated by many distances, thousands of miles, we still found a way to reconnect and to connect with each other. And I will cherish the moments that we've had for these past couple of several months that we have been interacting with each other. And I will cherish his advice, and he has always told me, he told me to always choose love instead of fear, and I will start doing that, not just as a Buddhist, but as a human being, to choose love over fear. And I am sure we will meet again. And for those that have lost their loved ones, continue to chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo to turn your grief and your sorrow into courage and strength. So thank you, and Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.